God is personal. I didn't say your God, our God, we God, they God. My God. I used to hear people say my God a long time. A long time. I've been in church ever since I knew my name. And I always talk about, I couldn't understand why they would say my God, and the Bible says, Jesus says when he taught them to pray, say our Father. So how are you going to say our Father and then you say my God like our Father ain't my God? Did y'all get that? You're talking like he's exclusively yours and I'm not included. So what am I supposed to do if you're saying my God instead of saying our God or us God or we God? How do you put it?
All right, Pastor.
Where does that leave me? Does that make any sense? I used to think about that. Well, I'm going to tell you exactly where it leaves you. It leaves you in the my God conversation. Because he's your God to you, but he's my God to me. To you, he may be a battle axe because you need him to fight your battle. To me, he may be a burden bearer because I'm heavy-hearted. To you, he might be food when you're hungry, but to me, he was water when I was thirsty. To you, he might be bread in a starving land. He may be a lawyer in a courtroom, but to me, he was my doctor when I was sick and couldn't get to the pharmacy. To you, he was a mind regulator, but to me, he was a friend when I was lonely. He was my company keeper. That's why I can say my God. I understand the writer when he wrote the words, you don't know like I know what the Lord has done for me. I know you know what he done for you, but it always seems like what God has done for you is always better than what he done for somebody else. My God. And you can't really have who's had a my God experience? I'm gonna help somebody. You can't really have a my God. You can talk about they God, us God, we God. A God, the God, them God, however you want to say it. But you can't talk about my God unless you had a my God experience. What's a my God experience? It's being in a situation that everywhere you turn ain't no help. You hollering and can't nobody hear you. You're surrounded by the enemy and the devil is raising his club to hit you upside your holy head and you say, God, I need your help. And you look around and you find out, like Elijah say, look boy, I know the army is coming against us to kill me, but you don't understand. I see something you don't and they don't. There are legions of angels in the sky with their arrows drawn, waiting on my command to slew everybody, but I know that those that are for us are far greater than those that are against us. So I can proclaim, I don't care what I'm going through, but is my acclamation, my proclamation, my God, my personal experience, but my personal experience with God. Oh, I ain't scared, I can say it out loud, but my God is going to work it out. I don't always know how he's going to work it out. I got these headaches I can't get rid of, and all these pills just don't seem to work, but my God. I can't depend on my daddy's God because I never had to wake up and eat fried beans for breakfast. I never had to get up and slaughter the hogs and feed the chickens and let the cows out the pasture before I came in to eat breakfast before I went to school. I never had to walk down the road with car tires wrapped around my feet. I never had to walk down a road with no lights. I never had to live in a house where I can look through the bottom of the floor and see the chickens under the house. I don't know what it is to have electricity piped in from someplace else. Some of us live so far back in the country we had to have sunshine piped in. I don't know what it feels like to have to leave my house with a shotgun going to find dinner. So I can't say my God according to Willie Treadwell's God. I can't say my God according to my mother when she said they had to leave Texas because a white man had took their land from them. Now there's oil on that land. They God testimony. My God, Reverend Williams, is when I didn't have a dime.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead, son.
And all the bills were due at one time. God came in and gave me an extension on the extension I already had. The folk I borrowed from to pay last month's bill say, listen, preacher, don't even worry about it. Keep the money. I'm going to bless you with it. Now I can take that money and do something else. My God experiences me walking into the car dealer and really ain't got a credit worth speaking of, but I walk out with the car I want to drive, not the one they say I got to drive. My God experiences me praying over my children as they leave the house every day and they come back the same way they got in. You got to have a my God experience. If you ain't been in a situation where can't nobody get you out but God, you can't say my God.
Hallelujah.
But it's the proclamation. My God is the personal relationship. Here's another word I love. It's called shall. Since I don't have it written down, the Spirit just told me to do something. I have Marcus help me out with this, since he's over here. Marcus got a couple of notes written down about shall.
All right.
I want you to tell me, read them what they say. Shall is the promise. Somebody say promise. What does it say?
Promise.
Marcus?
Trust in the Lord at all times.
Trust in the Lord with all thy heart and lean not to thy own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge him and he shall. That's a promise. What's the other one? What's the other one? What's the other one? Say it.
No weapon formed against me
Shall prosper. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. That's a promise. Say it again. You got another one?
That's what I got.
That's what you got? Listen, understand, shall is God's promise to you. But my God shall supply. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. When Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego went to the fiery furnace because they chose not to bow to the king and to an idol god. He said, I'm throwing you in the furnace. He said, you can throw us in. But what we do know that our God is able to deliver us. And if he don't do it, we know he's still able. Are you hearing me? That's not a shall situation. That's believing on God. I'm going to stand on God's integrity. I'm going to trust him. If he don't bring me out of this, I'm going to trust him if I got to go through it. But I'm going to trust him. I'm not going to give up my trust or my faith depending on the outcome. Oh, I just said something. I'm going to hold on to God regardless of what the outcome is. I may be praying for you to change it. If you don't change it, I'm still going to trust you. And when you take that attitude towards God, God will change it just because you decided to trust him regardless of how it turns out. I may be living in a cardboard box, but I'm going to wake up every morning and praise you. Because I could be laying in a coffin. The Bible says God's promises are true. He changes not. If God says it, it'll happen. It may be 5 years down the line. It may be longer than you expect. But you need to understand, as long as you are a child of the King, and you may not be living the best life, just keep trying to live the best life. But God will bless you in the midst of, and God shall supply